Welcome everybody to today's official WWE Monday Night Raw review by The Wrestling Guy. First of all, I would like to thank all of you guys out there who have made this channel a little active in the previous couple of weeks. Thank you for the support, guys. It's been 3 freaking weeks since I've joined YouTube, and already I have about 85 plus subscribers, more likes than dislikes on every of my video, and over 10k views overall, including 1k views on one of my videos. Thank you all for rating it, and in the coming time this channel is surely gonna be ass kicking. So now I move on to the official WWE Monday Night Raw review for 19th May 2014. Raw was taped, so the spoilers were out well before it went live on the USA Network. This time, Monday Night Raw was live in UK, England, from the O2 Centre in London. Now, I must say that the WWE Universe, the crowd, was freaking awesome. The reactions they gave to every segment was, well, ass-kicking. So now, I move on to the results. WWE Monday Night Raw kicks off with Bray Wyatt cutting a promo on John Cena. He addresses John Cena. He's got the whole world in his hands, and that includes London. Bray Wyatt and his family kicked off Raw in London's O2 Arena with a single song, a parable, and most importantly, a message. A message to John Cena, who accepted the Man of 1000 Truths challenge for a last man standing match at WWE's PPV Payback, and may have unwittingly sealed his own doom in the process. Not only did Wyatt promise to be the last man standing, he promised that Luke Harper would put Cena down in a one-on-one match later in the evening. It took a timely bit of misdirection of Cena to get his own word in edgewise. He used his entrance music to distract the family and emerged from beneath the ring to fill Bray himself with an attitude adjustment. Actions surely speak louder than words, after all. Next up, Cesaro with Paul Heyman defeated the WWE United States Champion, Sheamus. Add the UK to the list of Paul Heyman's conquered territories. Not only did his client Cesaro knock off US Champion Sheamus, but the King of Swing may have accomplished a feat that's even more impressive. He's got under Sheamus' skin. Cesaro wisely retreated to the outside each time Sheamus started to roll, though an early 10 beats of the board run left the Swiss Superman stumbling straight into the Irishman's wasting fists. Cesaro used Sheamus' own momentum to send him flying through the ropes and then turned the tide, tossing his opponent through the ropes in an evidently successful attempt at demoralization. The enraged champion surged to the advantage and was so dead set on destruction that a distraction from Paul Heyman left him open to a German suplex pin from Cesaro, who wouldn't even be bothered to take up his foe on a sportsman-like handshake. Why should Godzilla have all the fun? Big E and Ryback hopped on the Kaiju Big Battle bandwagon in high style, clashing in a monstrous beat-the-clock match that all but shook the O2 Arena to its foundation. With an intercontinental title match going to the fastest victor, Big E and the Big Guy unleashed the full scope of their considerable arsenals to take a claim to the gold. After each man let fly with gravity-defying slams and strikes that could level Buckingham Palace, Ryback claimed the advantage by taking out E's leg from behind. Ryback couldn't provide enough of follow-up to dispatch the powerlifting champion, though, and E took one step closer to reclaiming his former title by neutralizing Axel with crushing Ryback with the big ending. To set the pace at 5 minutes and 2 seconds, finally he has 5. Big E defeated Ryback in a beat-the-clock challenge at 5 minutes and 2 seconds. R-Truth and Naomi versus Fandango and Layla. Actually, this match never happened. It's good to be Fandango. Sure, you'll occasionally have to get clobbered across the chest by Sheamus. Yet, it turns out the greatest battle involving the dancing fan doesn't feature him as a competitor, but rather the prize. Fandango has made quite the show of his budding love with Layla ever since tossing Summer Rae to the curb, and the Total Diva returned to mark her territory in London, offering Layla some hometown humiliation by planting a big one on Dango before pouncing on the put upon former Divas champion and sending the couple scurrying. Now, I will tell you what exactly happened. Summer Rae's music hit and she entered the ring walking very quickly. After she took a look at both Fandango and Layla, she lip-kissed. Actually, she smooched with Fandango. Layla was in pure anger. After she kissed Fandango, she cleaned her lips like something I shouldn't say. Then she attacked Layla. Next on Monday Night Raw, Stephanie McMahon announces the state of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. She comes out on Daniel Bryan's music doing the yes chants. It would appear Stephanie McMahon might get what she wanted all along. Granted, it took outlandish circumstance to accomplish what Kane, Batista, Triple H, and Randy Orton could not. But with Daniel Bryan on the mend following neck surgery this past Thursday and unable to compete for the foreseeable future, WWE's principal owner has all the grounds she needs to strip the yes man of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. However, as she revealed to the WWE Universe in her State of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship address, Stephanie knows better than to make Bryan a martyr by doing so. Instead, she officially placed an offer on the table for Bryan to come to Monday Night Raw next week and surrender his title to her, so that the WWE Universe may have the active champion she says they deserve. Next up, Rusev with Lana defeated Heath Slater, who was representing the Union Jacks. Every time Monday Night Raw goes UK, we see the three-man band, the 3MB, known as the Union Jacks. Alas, the one night only reunion of the Union Jacks had all the longevity of an OSIS reunion, thanks to some anarchy in the UK, courtesy of the mighty Rusev, with Heath Slater as the chosen 1MB to face the Bulgarian brute. Rusev's victory initially seemed all but certain through the former WWE Tag Team Champion mustered up enough love from his adopted hometown to give the big man a fight. Not enough though, as the super athlete submitted Slater in short order with the accolade and put a hurting on Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal to boot. Oh darling. Next up on Monday Night Raw, Van Dam defeated Alberto Del Rio in a beat the clock challenge match in 4 minutes and 15 seconds. The whole damn show went international thanks to RVD's beat the clock victory over Alberto Del Rio. Not only did it give Mr. Monday Night a chance to beat on his on and off rival, but it also knocked off Big E's earlier mask as the time to beat for prospective #1 contenders to the Intercontinental Championship. RVD was all over Del Rio from the start, attempting to dispatch him with a series of elaborate roll-ups before the essence of excellence found his educated footing. The former world heavyweight champion, a man who claims to have shouldered no less a burden than the future of the planet, would not be beaten so easily. Despite 2 rolling thunders from RVD, it took a reversion to Van Dam's original game plan, a roll-up, to claim the win at 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Next up, Seth Rollins defeated the Animal, Batista, via disqualification. Nothing like a good loophole to even the odds, but only official personnel allowed at ringside for Seth Rollins' match with Batista Triple H exploited a technicality by installing himself and Randy Orton as special guest ring announcer and timekeeper for the contest, and Rollins countered by naming Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns as special guest commentators. That was good. A Brutus trip into the steel steps grounded Rollins for a long stretch, and Batista capitalized, unleashing an elbow that sent the former WWE Tag Team Champion into a full flip. The aerialist quickly took flight after being muscled into his enemy's corner, forcing Evolution to interfere and kick off an all-out melee between the two factions that ended in a disqualification win for Rollins when the game clobbered him with a forearm. With the match over, the Shield was free to pounce on their foes, though Evolution was able to save face by rescuing Batista from a triple powerbomb. Next up on Monday Night Raw, Alicia Fox defeated Divas Champion. Last Monday, Alicia Fox totally went mad after she faced the Divas Champion Paige. I don't know what happened. She went mad, and there were rumors that on the WWE app she said, "I quit." But nothing like that happened. She won this time against the Divas Champion in a non-title match. Never let it be said that Asia Lee has a monopoly on jilted diva meltdowns. Alicia Fox proved herself quite the firecracker last week after the loss to Paige, unleashing a tirade that practically left JBL with the PTSD. The former WWE Divas Champion was under high pressure for the follow-up, and Miss Fox delivered in more ways than one. Not only did she pick up where she left off in manhandling Paige during their rematch, but she made a case for herself as #1 contender by actually pinning the champ in her home country, which isn't to say the WWE Universe was safe from another mood swing. Alicia went wild in a celebration of joy, dousing herself with soda, accosting WWE official John Cone in a victory hug, and absconding the Jerry the King Lawler's crown. At least JBL kept his hat. Next up on Monday Night Raw, Dolph Ziggler and Mark Henry failed to win the Beat the Clock challenge. 4 minutes and 15 seconds is a little less time than Dolph Ziggler typically takes to do what he does best, but 4 minutes and 15 seconds is all he had, despite the fact that Dolph didn't quite top Rob Van Dam's time and became #1 contender to Bad News Barrett's Intercontinental Championship. The show-off gave an expert class in how to take down a behemoth with his effort against Mark Henry. Unable to compete with the raw power of the world's strongest man, Ziggler picked Henry apart with drop kicks, and when Henry gained momentum, used speed to his advantage by escaping the world's strongest slam and hitting the zigzag, though not quick enough to beat RVD's time. The newly crowned #1 contender wasn't celebrating for very long, though he came back through the curtain only to be Bad News Barrett's target. Back into the Eastern Standard Time by Barrett, who promised his hometown faithful that a bloody Yank would never take his title from him. Thank you very much. Next up, Renee Young interviewed Adam Rose. Does party time stop for an interview? Goodness gracious, no! It's party time all the time. Be a rosebud, not a lemon. Despite Renee Young's most pointed efforts to extract something resembling coherence from Adam Rose, the party animal seemed less concerned with giving quotes than rallying his exotic express into a party-hardy froth. Even Rose's giant rabbit got into the fun. But Zeb Coulter, like in Codger vs. Salt, arrived with Jack Swagger to put a stop to the noise, and that's when Rose showed his vicious side, dispatching the real American contingent and restarting the party before Coulter even knew what hit him. So according to me, this may lead up to a match between Adam Rose and Jack Swagger at WWE Payback. Till then, supposedly we would not see Adam Rose in-ring action. Next up, John Cena defeated Luke Harper via disqualification. With the Usos at his flanks, John Cena managed to defeat Bray Wyatt's lieutenant Luke Harper, though it certainly cost him. Having tussled many times before, Harper and Cena were forced to dig deep into their respective stores. Harper can run out, dropkick, torture rack, neckbreaker. Throughout the 20-minute barn burner, Cena caught the first real break of the match when he entwined Harper's three trunk legs into the STF. We have a hollow win with Cena. The Wyatts immediately circled the C Nation leader and pummeled him up the ring. Bray punctuated the assault with Sister Abigail to the steel cage while Harper counted to 10 and the crowd sang all along with the Eater of Worlds. When all was said and done, Wyatt ended the night much as he began, with the whole world and John Cena's fate in his hands. Raw goes off the air. My rating for this edition of Monday Night Raw is 3 stars out of 5 because it didn't meet my expectations that much. Thank you for watching, guys. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. We'll see you next time. This is The Wrestling Guy signing off. Till then, peace.